Good morning. This video is for my individual assignment of the philosophy and the research methodology. This presentation is based on my proposal topic of the mulling supply and the stock price in China stock market. Generally speaking, this PowerPoint is divided into 4 parts, including the background, the problem statement, the research objective, and the question, and the last one is the significance of the research. Okay, now let's go to the part 1 of the background. The first one I want to show you is the background of the research topic, what I wanna do of this study, and the second one is more specific of the China's background. When we mention the word of the mulling supply, there are many scholars studying the impacts of the mulling supply, such as the Keynes. He put forward that the mulling supply can change the asset structure through the interest rate. The second term of this PowerPoint is the stock market price. We know that now the stock market can influence the real economy. Based on the previous studies, to some extent we can know there is a kind of relationship between the mulling supply and the stock market. Okay, now let's look at the specific background of the China. I list 6 points to describe the China stock market. Such as the number of the listed companies, the large total capital shares, and the large total stock trading volume, and the contribution to the GDP. We can say actually the stock market of China developed so fast. We can say the graphs to say the rapid growth. One more to mention is that on 2009, the second bull stock market came out, so there are more and more irrational stock speculation in China's stock market. Another specific background is the China's mulling supply. As we can see from this picture, the China's mulling supply policies consist of M0, M1, and M2. Especially after the 2008, the China's government has complemented a loose monetary policy to increase the mulling supply. We can say the year-to-year growth of M1 and M2, they remain more than 7% every year. Now let's go to the problem statement. I list 5 points to describe my problem statements. The first one is, what is the problem? Is that the China stock market has fluctuated sharply since 2008. The second one is that why it can be a problem, because now the stock market has already play a more and more important role to the monetary transmissions to the real economy and even to the micro public. The third one is, how serious is this problem? As we can know that since the rapid development of the stock market, if the stock market could not immune to the sharp slowdown, it will have a negative effect to the current and future consumption, and even to change the investment of the investors. The next two is to describe the necessity why the monetary policy has to work on the stock market. This part is the research objective and the questions. This paper is to investigate the links between the monetary policy and the stock market in China. There are three specific objectives, including to analyze the money supply efficiency on China's main board and the second board stock market. The second one is to analyze the ways how the money supply influence the China's main board stock market and the second stock market. The last one is to analyze the role of the stock market price in the money supply policy. So based on the objectives, we can say there are three specific research questions, including what kind of interaction between money supply and the stock market price. And based on the question 1, is this interaction effect in the long term? And the last one is, how does the money supply impact the stock market? The last part is to describe the significance of the research. On the one hand, this research can provide a basis for correct decision-making and also correctly guide the operation of the real economy. On the other hand, this can help the rational investment of the investors and to provide a healthy operation of the stock market. That's all. Thank you for your listening.